Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Senator John Fetterman has finally spoken about his political future after reports of his health condition have leaked to the world. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Senator John Fetterman spoke to CNN reporter Manu Raju days after a report in the New Yorker magazine where one of his former staffers said that he doesn't always take his medication and that, it's not just depression, that he's also bipolar. These are horrible things. They're saying that he's cognitively declining. And all I've seen from Fetterman in the past few months is a cognitive reawakening. Seems like he's doing better than he ever has. And I think it's horrible to attack somebody based on something like that, unless you had proof positive, unless you knew it was true. Well, Senator John Fetterman was asked a couple things here. He was asked, one, are these reports true? And two, and I think this was the most telling, he was asked, are you going to finish your term in the Senate? Now that was the question we've all been waiting for the answer to. And he gave it. He also gave more information about his political future here. I want you to watch the video and let me know what you think in the comments.
Yeah, he is pushing back. This report suggested that Fetterman, who checked himself into Walter Reed Hospital last year because he was battling depression, he was in Walter Reed for about 6 weeks. The report, according to his former chief of staff, was that Fetterman is no longer following that strict medical regimen that was outlined by his doctors and is demonstrating erratic and reckless behavior, according to his former chief of staff, Adam Gentleson, who went public in that New York Magazine report. I asked Fetterman about that and about whether he is indeed following that protocol and whether he can actually fill out his term, which ends at the end of 2028.
Well, my reaction is it's a one-source hit piece. And it involved maybe 2 or 3 anonymous disgruntled staffers saying just absolute false things.
Have you been keeping up with that, taking your medication?
My doctors are like, John is great. And I am on all of the plan that it's always been. And it's incredibly invasive. And why are people talking about anyone's personal medical things?
So you've only been treated for depression, not for being bipolar?
No, I haven't. But I've been very front and center about with depression. Absolutely, none of these other things. And it's like someone that was trying to accumulate my medical records and leak those things. That's part of this weird grudge for this hit piece.
You fully plan to serve your full term here in the Senate?
Come on, of course, that's obviously. Everybody understands I was treated for depression.
Yeah. He did say it was too early to say whether he'd run for re-election in 2028. He is getting some support, though, from a lot of his colleagues who are pushing back at those allegations. But nevertheless, despite what Fetterman said about his former chief of staff who worked with him while he was going through that bout with depression, I asked Adam Gentleson, the former chief of staff, about what Fetterman just said. He said, quote, "I stand by what I said, and I hope he gets the help